Hi everyone, it's AngelBlade13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. Last episode, we leveled up our drive forms and our summon gauge, and we completed several of the tournaments in Olympus. As a reward, we got a new Keyblade, the Fatal Crest, which has the Berserk Charge ability, which I'll discuss in a little bit. Gonna switch Donald and Goofy over to their tournament-exclusive prize weapons. That was the Genji Shield for Goofy, and the Rising Dragon for Donald. So the focus of today's episode is going to be collecting most of the rest of the puzzle pieces that we couldn't get from previous visits to the different worlds we've been to. I'm going to be not really fighting that often, so I can take off some abilities that aren't going to be that necessary. I'm really going to need most of the growth abilities that we got from leveling up and maxing out our different drive forms, so having them all at max level is going to be really helpful. The main ones you're going to need are high jump, aerial dodge, and glide. Obviously, the higher the level of the form, the more effective that actual ability is going to be. So for this section, I'm just going to be going through the different worlds, and really just going into any room that I know I have a puzzle piece remaining. I'm kind of assuming that you guys remember where all these locations are, but if not, just let me know in the comments and I will help you find that particular puzzle piece that you're missing. It does feel pretty nice going back through a lot of these levels, just getting to see everything again, and being particularly overpowered for pretty much all the enemies that we have to deal with in between. You can skip some if you feel like. I mean, I'm just occasionally doing it. I'm not clearing the room like I do during the main playthrough portion, but we'll get back into more serious fights a little bit later. Since we're just kind of collecting random stuff, this is also somewhat of a good opportunity to maybe try out any sort of other ability that you maybe didn't try during the regular playthrough. Your setup isn't too important. I'm going to talk about the Berserk Charge ability now. So, it increases your strength by 2 when you're in MP recharge, and it lets you continue your combo endlessly. So, I'll just empty my MP, and then I'm going to start an aerial combo, and I can just keep hitting the X button to do that, and I'll never do a finisher until my MP comes back. That's going to be pretty helpful for some of the later mini-games that we're going to be dealing with, so this Keyblade is going to be pretty useful. You may have the ability already, but this is also a really cool looking design. So I'm going to be making use of it while I'm just sort of doing this side quest. And some of the later stuff too.
Yeah. It's over.
There we got another bulky fender. Definitely make sure when those show up, you take care of them. They drop some pretty good stuff, and they give very good experience.
Take this. Back off.
So this area here is back where we fought the prison keeper in our first visit to Halloween Town, and as we can see, it has some relatively tough enemies compared to the other places we've gone to so far. Sometimes during the fight with Prison Keeper, I've been lucky enough to take a hit and then be able to aerial recover into that puzzle piece, but that doesn't happen too often. So, some random questions just to ask, and this is probably a better time to do it. Since we've seen every world in Kingdom Hearts 2 at this point, what would you say is your favorite world that we've been to? me, I definitely have to say The World That Never Was. You know, it's just so creepy. It has such a weird vibe going on, but so perfect with what's going on with the rest of the game. And, you know, just has some pretty intense fights, just that rush, and the huge twists in the story that you get that are just really just blew my mind the first time I played this when I was 15 years old. And here's another question for you guys, which I don't think I've asked in any previous video. As far as the story mode boss fights in this game, what do you think is your favorite one? For me, I've got to say the fight with Roxas. Well, the fight with Roxas and the final fight with Xemnas, I would say. Because Xemnas, as we already know, just that huge, like, laser dome attack at the end is just so cool, and the attack and reaction command for it is just one of the most insane things I've seen in a video game. And then the Roxas fight, which, you know, it's still such a surprise that it wasn't in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. It was literally just a cutscene, but just having that one-on-one between Sora and Roxas, it's just so incredible, honestly, and it's a fairly difficult fight. I remember first time I was playing it on the original version of Final Mix and had no idea that it was in the game at all. You know, he messed me up a couple times before I was able to get it down, but it's a really cool fight once you learn how to do it, and just the techniques that he has. You know, the focus on light effectively being the only thing good, that it's finally, like, really being used against Sora is just a really cool concept, I would say. Okay, and with that, we've collected almost all the puzzle pieces in the game. You can sort of just head through. Let's look through here in our journal. Scrolling through, we have a good deal in Radiant Garden, but we've collected all the puzzle pieces from every other world. So that's a good point for now, and that'll allow us to do most of the rest of these puzzles to completion. So, remember, some of them we have to rotate the pieces as well, so just do that as you're putting these together. Fortunately, they're not super complex puzzles, so they shouldn't take you too long. And as you see, we get some pretty useful stuff for putting each of these together. Now this puzzle here is a bit more complicated and is likely going to take a bit longer to put together. So if you notice, certain pieces have like this green edge on them, so obviously those are the edge pieces. So what you definitely want to do is, like, I would say obviously start with the corner pieces, and then even if they're not lined up correctly, still just move all the edge pieces to like the side that they're clearly supposed to be on, and then like put those together, and you know, it should just gradually start filling in the picture pretty nicely. So very, like, seemingly fairly obvious puzzle tips. and I swear I know what I'm doing here. I'm just, like, slow with it sometimes, so I'll solve this puzzle shortly. Don't worry. Shortly being subjective, I guess, but yeah, I'll take care of that in a bit. So I'm leaving in the timestamps where to skip to in case you don't want to watch me do this, or if you want to put the puzzle together by yourself. So there's that option. Otherwise, you know, feel free to watch it if you're having trouble with it, or you just feel like watching me put this puzzle together. There we go. And notice that there is one more puzzle that we have to put together, and we're missing a few pieces for it. We're gonna handle that later, but we're good for the time being. Anyway, now we're gonna get ready for the special boss fight that I talked about earlier. As far as Sora's abilities, we want most of the defensive abilities. You absolutely need Second Chance and Once More. Things like Damage Control Defender, the MP Hastera, Haste, Rage, things like that. Definitely want to, say, put Trinity Limit on. Most of your other offensive abilities aren't directly as important. A lot of it depends on your personal playstyle or what you feel is useful and what you don't. I'm going to keep on like form boosts and combination boosts. A lot of the other stuff is optional. I am going to strongly suggest putting on auto limit. Actually, having that as an option made this fight a good deal easier than it was in Kingdom Hearts 2 original, because again, limit form was not available. So here I'm just kind of messing around and deciding what to get rid of for the time being. Really not going to need Jackpot or Draw. I'm going to put on my 2 combo pluses. And for the best damage output, we're going to go with Decisive Pumpkin. As far as your shortcuts, I suggest, Reflect and Cure are going to be really helpful. Offensive magic isn't going to be particularly great, so it's also a good time to put one of your healing items in. Anyway, just going 2 rooms past where we were, and we see a particularly notable character.
What is Cloud doing?
Beats me.
By the way, you 3. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
Well, that's an interesting sword you're carrying.
It's the Keyblade.
I see. So that's a Keyblade. And I suppose you must be its chosen wielder.
So what if I am?
I wonder if it won't change its mind once I defeat you. Show me your strength.
So here we are in the fight with Sephiroth. He's going to use a strong attack immediately. You want to just use the reaction command to avoid it. You can dodge roll it if your timing's really good, but I'm not cool enough to do that, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the reaction command. Sephiroth will mostly be walking around at the start of the fight, and when he gets close to you, he's going to go into this big sword combo. His sword has tremendous range, so be very careful dealing with it. You can guard through all of it with good timing. Once you do enough damage, he's going to teleport out of the combo and do a swipe to just slash you into the air. Most of the time, that's how he'll counter. Sometimes he'll just teleport across and start slowly walking towards you. It's really scary.
Take this!
Give into the dark.
Once you move him into the second phase, he starts summoning these energy orbs around you. You can use Reflect to block them. And here we saw a good example of why having auto limit on is really helpful. Just having to just hit that one button to get all your health and MP back. This other attack that he'll use now is where he just starts summoning fire pillars around himself. They'll gradually draw you in, so you want to This is one of the most dangerous things he can do, Descend Heartless Angel. If he pulls that off, a halo will appear around Sora's head, and it means it's gonna be activated. That will completely drain your MP and leave you with one hit point, so you have to immediately heal yourself or use a limit form. You just need to hit him once to stop it. So having all your drive forms maxed out for those growth abilities is really useful to stop him from using it. If you don't and you can't reach him, then you can use a Trinity limit to immediately close in on him, and that'll end the attack. But if you see that halo around Sora's head, then just immediately start preparing whatever item you're going to use, and then pop it as soon as the attack has gone off.
All shall be one with me. Give in to the
So here's Sephiroth in his final phase, where he'll, you notice he was gliding around the arena to get to me. That reflect was perfect timing and not luck in any way. He's going to be moving a lot faster, and his attack's going to be, his ground combo is going to be absurd, and he's going to travel a lot further with his attack. There, limit form, again, being really useful here. Alright, and it's dangerous, but I'm going to go for a Sonic Blade to finish him off. And that's the fight.
How'd you like that?
I admit you're very skilled. But apparently Cloud is the only one who can eliminate me. Tell Cloud to come here. Tell him Sephiroth is looking to settle things.
So if you got through that fight, give yourself a pat on the back. It's pretty difficult, even if you've done it multiple times. I will say it's a lot easier than it was in Kingdom Hearts 1 because of all the extra abilities Sora has, but it's still a pretty rough fight to get through. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the marketplace and talk to Cloud. And then we're going to head back to see Sephiroth again and talk with him.
Did you give him my message?
Maybe.
Sorry to keep you, Sephiroth.
Cloud, you'll never let go of the darkness.
Shut up.
You'll never let go of your past.
Shut up!
Cloud, get him!
Absurd. Defeating me is meaningless. You know that more than anyone, Cloud. No matter how many times I fall, your darkness keeps calling me back.
Wrong.
Tifa, stay back!
How can I? I want to help you.
You can't. He'll never let go of the darkness.
He doesn't have to. He just needs someone to surround him with light. The darkness will be there, Sephiroth, but in a place you can't reach.
Is that right? Let's see what this light of yours can do.
Ha!
No!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Look out!
Cloud, you can have my light.
The light doesn't suit you.
I just... don't know.
Stop!
Huh?
Where'd they go? Do you think they made it back to their own world?
They went somewhere else. Cloud went to fight a great battle, to defeat the darkness inside him.
Gone again.
What will you do now?
Guess I'll keep looking.
Got any leads?
Don't worry. Light is easy to find. I gotta go. Here, this is for helping me out.
But wait, when did we help?
What?
We got one of the coolest cutscenes in the game, and we got another new Keyblade. So, Fenrir. Fenrir has the highest base strength stat of any Keyblade in this game, and it has an ability called Negative Combo. A lot of people tend to think that Negative Combo is a worthless ability because it decreases your ground combo, but it has a lot of really important uses that we're definitely going to be seeing in the next episode, mostly. Main point is that you get to your finishers faster. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, share the video with a friend, all the good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.